ourselves the truth. Discipline kids is not easy. One minute they are sweet angels, and the next minute they are using your expensive body cream to cook soup in the living room. And as a Nigerian parent, you probably grew up hearing things like, if I count three, you are finished. Do you think I'm your mate? I will show you pepper today. But here's the truth: discipline is not just about shouting or flogging, it's about teaching kids self control, respect, and responsibility. That's why today I'm breaking down the 5 C's of effective discipline, practical strategies that actually work without turning your home into military barracks. So if you're new, consider subscribing, turn on the post notification bell, and don't forget to like if you enjoy watching. Now let's get into it. The first one is clarity. Set clear rules and expectations. Imagine this: you are driving on a road with no traffic sign, no speed limits, and no rules. What happens? Confusion, chaos, and plenty of wahala. That's exactly what happens when kids don't know the rules of the house. And here is how to set clear rules. Be specific. Instead of saying, behave yourself, say, no eating, no shouting, and no jumping on the couch. Keep it simple. Too many rules will confuse them. Focus on the important ones. Make sure they understand. Ask, what do you think this rule means? Example, instead of saying, stop being rude, say, in this house, we speak to each other with respect. No insult, no shouting. Do you know why this works? Kids thrive on structure. It reduces argument and surprises. It makes discipline fair because they already know the rules. The second one is consistency. Follow through every time. Nigerian parents, let's talk. How many times have you said, I will punish you, and then did nothing? If kids notice that you don't follow through, they will start testing limits. And here is how to be consistent. Don't threaten what you won't do. If you say no TV for a week, make sure you mean it. Don't ignore bad behavior today and punish it tomorrow. Kid needs to know that rules don't change depending on your mood. Both parents should agree on discipline. If mom says no sweet and dad says just take one, the child will learn how to play one parent against the other. Example is this: if the rule is no screen time until homework is done, stick to it every day, not just on the days when you feel like enforcing it. And here is why this works. Kids learn that actions have consequences. It reduces power struggles and bargaining. It teaches kids to respect boundaries. The third thing is connection. Discipline with love, not just fear. Some parents believe that fear equals respect, but let's be real, fearful kids don't always behave better. They just learn to hide things from you. Instead of just using fear based discipline, try connecting with your child first, and here is how to discipline with connection. Stay calm. If you're angry, take a deep breath before responding. Correct behavior, not the child. Instead of saying you are so stubborn, say that was not a good choice. Explain why the behavior is wrong. Kids are more likely to obey rules when they understand the reason behind them. Example is this: instead of, if you spill juice on the carpet again, I will beat you. Try this. I know accident happen, but we must be careful with drinks. Let's clean it together. Do you know why this works? It helps kids feel safe talking to you. It teaches them why they should behave well, not just how to avoid punishments. It builds a mutual respect between parent and child. Number four is consequences. Let them learn from their mistake. Nigerian parents love to, rescue their kids from problems, but sometimes natural consequences teach the best lessons. There are two types of consequences. The first one is natural consequences. When you allow kids to experience the real result of their actions. Example is if they refuse to wear a jacket, let them feel cold for a while. The second one is logical consequences. When the punishment fits the offense. Example is if they refuse to pack their toys, the toys goes in timeout for a day. What not to do is avoid punishment that don't make sense. Example is because you didn't wash the plate, I'm throwing your toys away. That is overreaction. Don't over punish. Example, no TV for a month. That is too extreme. By next week, you feel sorry and cancel it. Example of good consequences is if a child draws on the wall and they clean it. If a teenager spends all their pocket money in one day and no extra money until next time. If sibling fight over a toy and the toy goes away for a while this work is this, kids learn responsibility. It teaches them to think before they act. It makes discipline fair and reasonable. The fifth one is communication. Teach, don't just punish. Nigerian parents love to say these words because I said so. Don't question me. But discipline is not just about punishment, it's about teaching. And here is how to communicate effectively. Ask, why did you do that? This helps the kids reflect on their action. Let them express their feelings. Sometimes bad behavior comes from, frustration, sadness, or boredom. Use stories and examples. Kids understand better when you give real life examples. And the example is this. Instead of saying stop shouting, say I know you're upset, but we talk calmly in this house. How else can you express yourself? And bonus tip here, let kids help create the rules. Ask them, what do you think is a fair consequence for breaking this rule? When kids help set the rule, they are more likely to follow them. Why this work is that it builds trust between parent and child. Kids learn self-discipline. They respect rules more than they understand them. So there you have it, the 5 C's of effective discipline. So let's recap. The first one is clarity. Set clear rules so kids know what to expect. Number two is consistency. Follow through every time so they take rules seriously. The third one is connection. Discipline with love, not just fear. And the fourth one is consequences. Let kids learn from their mistakes. The fifth one is communication. Teach, don't just punish. Discipline doesn't have to be a daily battle. When you focus on teaching, guiding, and staying consistent, you raise kids who are respectful, responsible, and well behaved, even when you are not looking. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more parenting tips, and tell me in the comments what's the funniest excuse your child has ever given to avoid punishment. Let's laugh together. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.